Good day everyone, my name is Chara Karimat Tapit PSZ1A and today video is all about climate change. First, let's tackle what is climate change. Climate change refers to long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns. This shift may be natural but since the 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of the climate change primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gases, which produce heat-trapping gases. Involved are the global warming. To explain furthermore, global warming is the long-term heating of Earth's climate system observed since the pre-industrial period between 1850 and 900s due to human activities, primarily fossil fuel burning, which increase heat trapping green gases levels in Earth's atmosphere. In my action plan, occurred the solution of preventing effects of climate change. Without causes, there's no effect. So, let's talk about the causes. As greenhouse gas emission blanket the Earth, they trap the sun heat. This leads to global warming and climate change. The world is now warming faster than at any point in record history. The causes may involve are the following. Manufacturing and industry produce emission mostly from burning fuels to produce energy for making things like cement, iron, steel, electronics, plastic, cloth, and other goods. Mining and other industrial process also release gases. Cutting down trees to create farm or pastures or for other reason causes emissions since trees, when they are cut, release the carbon they have been storing. Since forests absorb carbon dioxide, destroying them also limit nature's ability to keep emission out of the atmosphere. Most car, lorries, ships, and planes run on fossil fuels. That makes transportation a major contributor of greenhouse gases, especially carbon dioxide emission. Road vehicles account for the largest part, but emissions from ships and planes continue to grow. Producing food requires energy to run farm, equipment, or fishing boats. Usually with the fossil fuels, growing crops can also cause emission, like when using fertilizer and manure. Cattle produce methane, a powerful greenhouse gas, and emission also come from packaging and distributing food. Globally, residential and commercial buildings consume over half of all electricity, as they continue to draw on coal, oil, and natural gases for heating and cooling. They emit significant quantities in greenhouse gases emission. Your home in use of power, how you move around, what you eat and how much you throw away all contribute the greenhouse gas emission. So does the consumption of goods such as clothing, electronics, and plastic. So those are the causes of climate change. And let's take the look of effect. Warmer temperatures over time are changing weather patterns and disrupting the usual balance of nature. This poses many risks to human beings and all other forms of life on Earth. The effects that we encountered are the following. Climate change increase per factors that put and keep people in poverty. Floods may sweep away urban lumps, destroying the homes and livelihoods. Heat can make it difficult to work in outdoors jobs. Weather-related disaster displace 23 million people a year and leaving many more vulnerable to poverty. Changing weather pattern expanding disease such as malaria. Extreme weather event increase disease and death and make it difficult for healthcare system to keep up. Other risks to help include increased hunger and poor nutrition in places where people cannot grow or find sufficient food. Climate change poses risks to survival of species on land and the ocean. These risks increase as the temperatures climb. Forest fire, extreme weather, and invasive pests and disease are among many threats. Some species will be able to relocate and survive, but others will not. Changes in climate and increase in extreme weather events are among the reasons behind a global rises in hunger and poor nutrition. Fisheries, crops, and livestock may be destroyed or become less productive. Heat stress can diminish water and ground loss for grazing. The oceans soak up most of the heat from global warming. This melt ice sheets and rises sea levels, threatening coastal and island communities. The ocean also absorbs carbon dioxide, keeping it from the atmosphere. More carbon dioxide makes the ocean more acidic, which endangers marine life. Water is become scary in more regions. Drought can stir destructive sands and dust storms that can move billions of tons of sand across continents. Deserts are expanding, reducing lands for growing food. Many people now face the threat of not having enough water on regular basis. Changes in temperatures cause changes in rainfall. These result in more severe and frequent storms. These cause flooding and landslides, destroying homes and communities and costing billions of pounds. Nearly all land areas are seeing more hot days and heat waves. 2020 was one of the hottest years on record. Higher temperatures increase heat-related illnesses and can make it more difficult to work and move around. Wildfires start more easily and spread more rapidly when conditions are hotter. See the beaches of issue of climate change. So, those are the effects of climate change.
Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale, our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change.
Our governments and corporate entities have known for decades the immediate change is needed. Yet change still has not come. And when the front line is gone, we are doomed. There is no undoing.
We're going to see effects like the flood level that accompanied the typical once-in-a-100-year event historically is going to come in many locations every year.
We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth.
Right now, federal governments are failing to act. The United States, to the horror of the world, withdrew from the Paris Agreement. But despite that, many of the other actors in charge of some of the most advanced and wealthiest economies have withdrawn from the agreement in action. Not a single one is on track to meet their Paris goals, because it is unsustainable to organize our society as we have, centered on prioritizing personal gain and profit over any and all human or planetary considerations. And frankly, it is unsustainable to continue to believe that our system of runaway, unaccountable, law-breaking pursuit of profit, whose inequality is so socially destabilizing that it is giving rise to authoritarians who burn our forests and challenge the democracies that listen to basic science, and to think that that has nothing to do with this.
Thank you for watching of my video presenting climate change.